Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. My name is Materia Master 10, and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight. Last time, we were exploring the Crystal Peak, and we freed some grubs, and we also encountered a warrior dream, and took that on, finding good ways to take on, or good ways to gain essence. This time, I have something a little bit embarrassing to admit. I forgot to record the video for this, so yeah, I have to re-record this. And so if you look at my geo, I believe it's off. If you look at my health, it's off. If you look at my soul meter, it's off, because I basically had to run through to this point in the game and catch back up with where I was in my playthrough. So yeah, a little bit embarrassing, but I did still take on the Mantis Lords, so I have at least these. I won't be rocking Grub Song for this part, and I don't have the third spell, so just some things to keep in mind where those can be useful, and I don't use them because I don't have them. So in this part, we will be exploring more to the Crystal Peak and trying to figure out what all we can do here. What all we can do here. What all we can do here. Yeah, see my voice sounds better when I'm not like dark and groveling. Nope, can't jump high enough for that. Oh shoot. Money. How's everybody's week been? I've been kind of enjoying my week. I got back to work this week. I'm no longer in isolation and such, and it's kind of nice. Oh, jeez. Though, you know, sucks when the supervisor tells you to do one thing and the engineers are like, nope, shouldn't have done that. I have a feeling I did this already. Oop. I mean, I suppose I probably did do this already. Alright. See if I can do that. No. I'm not going to be able to do it if I play like that. Alright. And I'm guessing this lever stops everything and opens up that door. Look at me. So smart. Alright. Sorry about that. So, it's looking like this area is kind of a pain to traverse because there's just so much to it. But that's okay. Oh, also on this, I don't have the Dream Nail, so keep that in mind. Just then you guys aren't confused on why you might see something I don't see. I will definitely be covering those when I get back to my main file. Yeah. Still feel kind of silly about that. I noticed it after I got to recording, and I'm like, oh, that was like all of my progress. Cool. So I'll try to get just as far as I did in that recording, but my mind was a bit fresher on where I needed to go. So yeah, that was a lot nicer than having to struggle through this and remember exactly where I left off. I can't go that way. Up we go. What else did I do this week? There was something I did this week that I was really happy about. I don't remember now. That's unfortunate. So, I want to talk about this. This sign is when, on my first playthrough, I went, hey, maybe I shouldn't be trusting these signs. And there was a part of me that was like, I'm just being silly. And then there was another part of me that was like, I might have a good point. And I'm gonna get sold before I continue on. Ah, you also want this. Shopkeeper's key. This is very important for later. So, just keep that in mind. Avoid these guys. I want more enemies to take on. I'll see if these wall guys come back, and if not, oh well. Ah, they do. Awesome. Lots more soul. Okay. I want to at least, like, be full health and then have, like, one spell capacity, just because this next boss is difficult. And yeah, you know what, that's good. So my idea was, hey, maybe I shouldn't trust this because, you know, that seems a little too good to be true. I got here and I'm like, oh, I want to sit down. You can't. I went, get the hell out of my way. And I died to this guy like 10 times. Ow. Oh, of course. Gosh darn it. Wow, I might die to him again. Yep, okay. I didn't die there on my on my initial playthrough. Oh, I'm all the way back here. Yep, because that's where I have to come back to. Okay. So, yeah. I don't like this boss because he's very difficult and I don't feel like there's any good way to get around him, really. It's just kind of a brute force fight. Which sucks, because I don't like those kinds of fights in games like this, but, I mean, I don't think there's much other choice in this fight, because a lot of his attacks just suck to have to dodge with everything that's going on, but I will definitely show you guys a better way to take him on than what I just did. Also a good time to show off that, like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't just be running through everything. Good time to show that you do drop to 0 geo after you die. And the only way to reclaim it is by not dying on your way back. Are you serious? I am really rusty. It's been like a week since I played. I can go over here and get some soul back, because you can hit this guy through the floor here. This is where Cornifer is. I showed him off in the last episode, I'm pretty sure, so at least I have that going for me. I will definitely be cutting this out. Boom. Alright, so I just tried to get more soul off of him. I got back to full health and am now gonna try and continue forward, because I need to. Gosh darn it. Oh, and I still need to go all the way around and deal with these guys. Awesome. Well, I say all the way around, it's not that far. Okay. We'll just get this guy, and we should be good for a part 2. So, you might want to draw your shade over into the back over here a little bit. And there we go, I got all my money back, plus whatever I had that I was collecting on my way back. So, that's pretty cool. does make it a pain to save money though if you're not great at the game. So let's try this again, part 2, where I don't suck, hopefully. So get in free damage, jump over him, go to the other side. Let him do his danceroo. Gosh darn it. You should definitely try to get to the other side of him, like the second he pulls out his laser, because otherwise you're going to have a heck of a time dodging it. And there you go. And he escapes. He went up, and we can't follow him. So I guess we'll have to come back and put an end to his reign of terror. Oh. Missed opportunity. This bench is still here. So, yeah, when I was playing through this game, it was about here, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be trusting these signs so much. They're really being, you know, a pain. Just in the fact that they're leading me to trust them. And so yeah, that was the decision I made, was to just not trust them. And well, I still decided to trust them, I just didn't think I'd be picking a fight all that quickly. So yeah, that was fun. It was really a pain to try and figure out how all of this was supposed to go down when I was still really bad at this game and couldn't really figure out how to take on some of these guys effectively. I would just die a lot. And yeah. Sorry, my commentary is not very exciting today. It's very grovelly and such. I'm just really tired. I'm usually not this bad. It's Quarrel! Ah, quite a few, no? I'm not surprised you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Well, thanks, dude. Yeah, okay. Seems to be a drop-down point, so that's something to keep in mind. There's clearly an area that's up, and here's one way. I say I don't believe you can do anything up there. I'm like 90% sure that going up there is a waste of time, right now at least, because we don't have the ability that lets us get farther up there than what we have now, which is like you can kind of finagle your way past that jump, and that's about it. And so it's not all that great. Just a waste of time, like I said. So you can go through here, and then Desolate Dive, and go down this way. And flick that switch. A sign that we can't read. Fun. And oh, this is going to be difficult. So this is another platforming bit. I would recommend having Grub Song equipped while playing through this. Music gets super intense while you're in here. Sounds like a boss battle. I'll let you listen. There we go. And that's that platforming bit. Just be careful. Most of the timing is pretty forgiving. Oh jeez, that just throws you down. Sounds like a heartbeat. Consumed the crystal heart. Hold ZL while on the ground or clinging to a wall to concentrate the force. Release the button to blast forward and fly through the air. Yeah. We get to fly. So it's got this charge up, you release, and whatever way you're facing, you get launched in. And yeah. That's what all this section was. That's how easy it is to bypass now. And if you guys remember, when we dropped down, there was something on the other side that we couldn't quite get to. So I'm gonna go grab that now. Or show that off now, I suppose. And then we can go on to where we're supposed to go. Hold up. Do I even have the ability to go where I am supposed to go? I don't think so. So I'll have to cut out a little bit to get back to where I was for you guys. That's okay. Gosh darn it. That's okay. Yeah, so over here, this is where we went when we dropped down into the sacred grounds. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I think that's what they're called, the sacred grounds. Sealed grounds? Sealed grounds. I'm gonna go sealed grounds. So that might just be a little bit too much Legend of Zelda-esque for me to admit that it's anything else. So you dash across this and we can go over here. And it's a pink glowing room. Great, we have great experiences with these. Cure the shaky floor. Crystallized mound. Just try to lure this guy over here. You'll be able to hit him. Wow, that's my kind of luck. But he'll fly down a little bit and you'll be able to hit him. And his AI doesn't seem to be smart enough to bring him over here. Do the same thing with this guy. It's just an easy way to take him on. Gosh darn it, I did it again. You'd think I'd learn, but then you'd have more faith in me than most. That's okay. So go over here. Get him. Hey, it's more of these armadillo guys. We haven't seen them in a really long time. And I slid too far down the wall. Oh well. Dash across. I usually just ignore this guy until I get here. Wow. I almost died. That would have been really bad. To have 2 deaths in the same video. Bring back old memories. Over there, I believe it's just soul, and you gotta make your way back, so it's not all that worthwhile. Here's a grub for your troubles. And then over here is where you want to go. And down here. I can't dream nail this guy. I'll look up what his... Yeah. No, I'm too lazy for that. We'll just see this. Oh, I remember what his text is. Consumed the descending dark. Tap A while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. Spell will deplete soul. Replenish soul by striking enemies. His text when you strike him with the dream nail is free me. So, yeah. So, that might not be completely clear what happened. This is a this is an increased power version of the descending dive. Or desolate dive? Desolate dive. So, Now this does more damage, which is very nice, because it's always useful for stuff to do more damage, you know? So, Forgotten Crossroads, ba-da-da. There's not much else we can do here. I'll save it for a later time, as we're going to have to come back once we get the next power that we're going to get. This is the sealed grounds, or sacred grounds, or whatever. Oh shoot, can I even go this way right now? I don't think so. Okay. Alright, so here's where I am in the City of Tears, because here's another way to the Ancient Basin, which is where we need to go next. If you're following along, you can take the tram, but I don't have the tram pass, so right now I don't have that luxury. Ow. So you gotta fight a ton of these guys, and yeah, all in all, it's not too bad. You just gotta be careful, because as you can see, there's a lot of spikes and stuff down here. Makes traversing a little bit on the difficult side, but usually you can just fall down and call it good. A little bit farther and I'll show you. Once I find Cornifer in here, then I can show you. Oh, shoot. Ah, that's not where I want to go anyway, but jeez. Pretty sure that's not where I want to go. Pretty sure I want to be farther this way. Yep. Down. And pretty sure... Yep, right here. This is where you would come if you had the tram pass. So, I just had to take the long way around. Which happens. Again, remember this is a different profile, different playthrough that I had to play to catch up. So, I just played through. I didn't read his text. Hold up. Oh, perhaps we'll meet again on our travels. Have you changed your mind about buying a map? Ah, shoot, I missed what he said. Sorry, guys. As you recall, over here, he had that bench pin. Well, when you have bench pins, there's one over there that you can check out. And I tried traversing this way and found out that I just straight up couldn't. There's something I want to show off in that other room, so I'm going to do that quick. So, if you recall, I told you that in the near future I would recommend having 3000 Geo. I believe in my other playthrough, I went and I sold all of my gosh darn it, Hollowness Seals, Wanderers, Journals, and the such. And I came here, and right here, a true servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Hallownest's pale king relieve you of your burden. So, oops, sorry. Drop all Geo into the fountain. I'm not going to, but you'll drop 3000 max in, and then I believe you'll get a mask shard. So that's where one of the mask shards are. If you don't have 3000, it is all of your Geo. So I don't recommend doing that before you buy the map and get this bench, because yeah, it can be a pain otherwise. So now we just dash across. When you see this, be careful, because if you keep dashing, you'll dash right into those spikes. Not a lot of fun. And I believe for this, it probably won't be a bad idea to have the, oh man, what is it? Something, the last spell, sorry. I can't remember the name of it. Because I only remember the upgraded name of it. Because I'm bad. We have these things which just spew out this orange infection stuff. You can step outside of their trigger zone and they'll stop. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with them. What are those? Oofed. Going all the way down, I'm pretty sure. Or not. Here we go. Maulerk. So, these guys can be kind of difficult if you're not expecting them. You do want to try and cut down enough of those guys that you can fill out the Hunter's Journal form. This, just dash by. It's not worth your time to try and take them out with the any spells or even with your nail, because I don't think you can take them on with your nail. So for this one, I try to stay close to him and get in a lot of hits while trying to avoid this. I'm not having the best of luck today, though. This one is another one I'd recommend just passing by. It's a lot of trouble, not really worth it. This guy, I kind of hop in and duck out because it's easier to avoid it. It takes a little bit, but you're not going to take damage and you don't have to worry about all the pain, really, that's going to be caused by having to deal with all of that. You can even go for 2 hits before you duck out, just to make sure that you're not having to spend a lot of time here. What's up here? Probably the way forward, if I'm being honest. This guy, you'll usually do pretty well just chilling out here. I don't think any of his arcs land a shot there, so go into the corner all the way and just slash up. You don't have to worry about recoil or anything, making that a lot easier to deal with. Yes, these guys. You'll learn to hate them in not long. They're not hard enemies, and that's why you'll hate them. Because, yeah, you'll see. I don't want to ruin the surprise, you know? Oh, I missed those. Oh well. Let's go over here, because this leads to right back here. I can't quite see it on the map, because this whole area is uncharted. And over here we got some bubbles, and this thing. Oh well, we'll just slash through, and the gate closed. No! Get away from him! Stay back! The broken vessel. Alright, so to begin with, this guy will jump into the air and he will dash at you. His jump can clear the entire arena, as you saw there. He can jump and land on you. He can jump up into the air and dash. His aerial dash is not quite as broken as Hornets, but it's still difficult to deal with. He slashes at you, so you want to make sure you're well above him when he jumps, or when he dashes at you. So this is why you'll find these guys so irritating, is they spawn in and make it harder to heal during this fight. For this, I usually recommend just getting out to the edges so you can have as much time as possible to avoid them, because otherwise they get to be difficult. I recommend using the Desolate Dive because it does quite a lot of damage and it'll knock him around a bit unless he's like that. and it makes you invincible for a few frames. And so it can make things a little bit easier. Take your time. When he dashes past you, usually is a good time to heal. Wow, I almost died right there at the end. Release. Oh, he tried to like wake back up. There's more of those orange pustules everywhere. Well, let's continue on. This seems like more of that unexplored area. Alright. Jump right into it. Consumed the monarch wings. Press B while in the air to flap the wings. Use these ethereal wings to sail above enemies and discover new paths. Yeah, so with that, we finally get this game's double jump. I like how these look. They look so cool. Also, in true Metroidvania style, you can't get out of here until you collect the item. But I just love this idea. I liked when another 3D Metroidvania did this. So I'm going to show this off now because it's actually going to be helpful to me. So by striking this boss with a nail. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's okay. Ah, cool. You can end up, and this looks just like the old battleground. The Lost Kin. This is a much harder version of the previous fight. He will spawn more of these guys. In fact, they're almost constant. His attacks let out more everything. He just doesn't deal more damage, thankfully. But he's much faster, and he becomes very difficult to avoid. I was not trying as... I was just showing it off so you know about it. Also, dying in that dreamscape doesn't count as a death as far as I know. And when you come back, you get all of your health back. But you lose all the soul you had, which is fine, honestly. Alright. I'm gonna go through here because there's an area I didn't go. Oh, you can just do this on this guy too. Good to know. Oh, jeez. Oop. Gosh darn it. Might be easier just to go the other way. Or take damage and just damage boost through them. That might be the way to go. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh gosh. Okay, let's take him on so I can at least have more soul. Just in case there's more stuff. I don't think there is, but just be on the safe side. So walk in here. Simple key. So I believe we're only missing 2 simple keys now. So we have half of them in the game. So, yeah. One in the City of Tears, one here. There's one in Kingdom's Edge that we can't, actually now we can get to, I believe. And then there's one from the shopkeeper. And I believe that's all of them. So we'll go back up. And I think once I save, I'll call that good. So then I will see you guys in the next part. Oh wait, actually no. This is probably not going to be as long a video as I think it is, but that's okay. Charge all the way through here again. Let's rest just to be on the safe side. Yeah, you can see all that's over there. There's quite a lot. Did I go in that upwards area? I don't know. I'll be back. Might as well find out. So, if there's a cut, then the answer is yes. If there's not a cut, then voila. Aha, no I didn't. Because I'm bad. Go up here, and it's kind of your little training grounds for the wings. So you can jump just regularly. You can dash over a ledge and jump. Oop. After each jump, you get a dash, by the way. So, oh wait, nope. You only get one dash while you're in the air. My bad. Just like that. And there's a grub. So it was useful that I checked the map to make sure that we didn't miss anything, because that would have been embarrassing to find out that I missed that, of all things, when it's like, hey, here's your chance to have some fun. Have fun. Let's get this GO2. You can cancel a dash mid-air just by pressing the dash button again. Otherwise, I believe... Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. You can also cancel it by pressing B. I don't know if there's other buttons. Nope. B is it. Alright, if you go over here, if you remember, we couldn't get up here before because there was that ledge that was only high enough for us to jump up with the double jump. A corpse in white armor. It's got those same bubbles, but this one knocks us back. Huh. Might be important for later. Where have you gone, dear king? Let's break down this wall. Hidden station. A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert geo. Let's go. I know what you're thinking. This doesn't have a seat. It does. It's just over here for some reason. Ah, many stag stations have been opened again. I can travel the breadth of the kingdom. So many grand thoroughfares and old sideways I'd forgotten. Somewhere amongst the lines, blah, stag nest. Cool. Yep. But I want to talk to him. Ah, what station is this? Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world? Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, I think with that, I'll leave the video here. So if you guys liked the video, smash that like button. If you enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out a lot. Anyway, until next time, guys. See ya!